the girls, a lot of the commercials for girls were dolls. That's what it was, dolls, or maybe, something like not even Monopoly. They didn't know what money was. It couldn't, I used to play Monopoly, and my little sister was such a pushover. She'd make dumb deals. Like, oh, I like the color of this property. Like, oh, the purple color's pretty. Purple's like the worst two properties. Baltic and Mediterranean. It's the fucking slums. And she would trade. I would give her the purple properties for like the greens. Fucking greens are around the board on the expensive side. But she was too stupid. So they didn't really gear Monopoly. My sister's coming here to visit for Easter. She's probably going to be very angry that I said that. But you were stupid. You've gotten smarter, Dawny. I love my Dawny. But the games that and toys that were geared to were mostly dolls and kitchen mock-ups and things like that. There was a game, though, a board game that was specifically geared to girls. And when I saw this commercial, I'm just thinking, wow, this was the first real foray into teaching girls that they had to be materialistic whores. You have to be materialistic. Base your decisions on, especially on men, on their looks, their occupation, their clothing. This was a little game called Mystery Date. And watch the commercial, and it really is how the 60s, I believe this was 1965, how the 60s were gearing girls up. This was before the women's liberation movement, kind of the last gasp of trying to get young girls to fit into that mold. And you're going to get married. You got to marry a rich guy. He's got to be successful. This whole thing. And it's an interesting little societal observation from the mid 60s. Let's look.
He's here! My mystery date!
Mystery date. Are you ready for your mystery date? Don't be late. It would be great. Open the door for your mystery date.
It's Mystery Date, the thrilling new Milton Bradley game of romance and mystery that's just for you. And you. And you. And you. Mystery Date. Will you be ready for swimming? Or a dance? When you open the door, will your mystery date be a dream? Or a dud?
Oh, look at the dud.
Fun and surprises. That's Mystery Date. Remember, Milton Bradley makes the best games in the world. So, girls,
open the door for your mystery date.
Get Mystery Date.
Hey, you materialistic bitch. Open the door. See if you get a lemon. And the guy that was like the disappointment, he just looked like he worked all day. Looked like maybe he was a plumber or a fucking tin knocker. Poor HVAC worker. Wanted to be a radio host. Didn't quite make it. That was kind of how they saw girls back then. Like, yeah, just open the door and there he is. There's the guy that's going to take care of all your fucking problems there, honey. And meanwhile, the boys in 65, they were selling him machine guns. So if the war went on a little longer, they'd hand you an M16, put a real fucking helmet on and shove you out into the fucking jungle. Toys were pretty good at propagandizing the youth of America. I think that stopped around the 70s when it was more important to draw a profit. Toy cartoons in the 70s became commercials for toys. That was it. You'd get like G.I. Joe wasn't G.I. Joe anymore. He wasn't fighting the gooks in Southeast Asia, in the Nam, the commies. He was fighting some space guy or some alien-looking guy, and he had spacey weapons. It wasn't, machine guns like the old G.I. Joe action figure. I almost said doll. Fag. So in the 70s, they started He-Man, and the 80s, cartoons became commercials. And then during the commercial break of the cartoon was a commercial for the toys that were the show. You get a He-Man action figure and shit like that. So it wasn't as much about propaganda. They would add little messages in to the cartoon, but it was mostly, don't leave the stove on, shit like that. But back in the oldie days before the 70s, that was all about, these are your fucking roles, kids, and you better adhere to them. Girls, there's your mystery date. You better hope for a good one. But there's some lemons out there, and you might have to live with that. Guys, pick up that fucking gun and start shooting some commies so we can all live a better life. Interesting. I love those things. Very fun to take a little time capsule back and see what the country or even the world was thinking back then. All right, kids. Thanks for popping in.